So I thought I'd just do a little standing workout to start with, which should take about 20 minutes. And then we'll do a follow-on, which will be some floor exercises. So come into standing, spread the toes, just look down at your feet, check that there's not one slightly further forward than the other, and spread your toes out. Just allow your feet and your toes to spread to the floor. Really get a good sense of grounding the foot in that sort of tripod position that I always talk about. So the outside edge of the foot is just as busy as the inside edge. There's not sort of that little collapse or that little roll in. And have a little bit of space under the armpits. Stand into both feet. Lengthen the legs without fully locking them out. Lengthen the legs. Allow the tailbone to be heavy. Let the ribs settle on top of the pelvis. And then just take a moment to maybe slide the base of the skull up ever so slightly, so you feel from the top to the tail that you're in a nice lengthened position. And then all we're going to do is take some shoulder rolls. So lift the shoulders up to the ears and then circle them back down again. So again, shoulders up to the ears, circle them back down again. And then change direction. So bring them forwards, up, down and back. So back, forwards and down, one more. And then allow the arms to release by your side. And just a couple of shrugs really. So lift the shoulders up and allow them to just release down. So a couple more. Shoulders up, release down. And again, release it down. Super. So keeping that nice sense of space here and width across the collarbone. As you exhale, take a lick to the right. Just pivot the head on the top of the spine. And then inhaling back to the centre. So same the other way. As you exhale, take a look to the left. Inhaling back to centre. Try not to let the shoulders move and try not to let the weight shift from foot to foot. You're just moving the head on the very top of the spine. So inhale to centre and breathing out. Let the ribs soften. A little bit of centering. Take the head turn. So 3 more. And you might find as you move a little bit more freely now, you can take the head a little further. So we're going to add on to this an arm circle. So the right arm, breathing in, reach the arm up. Watch them get too hunchy. Look to the inside of your elbow and circle that arm down, just out to the side and bring it back around. So try not to lean into the left foot when you do it. So keep the feet grounded. Inhale to take the arm up and circling down and around, bring it back. So you're taking the head, then the breastbone comes around and those ribs just pivot round to the right and bring it back. So 2 more. And the arm only as far as you feel comfortable. If it just comes to the side, let it come to the side. Don't force it behind you. So you're just taking it out slightly behind if possible, but don't force it so you end up rounding. So go for the other side. So let's start with that in-breath with the left arm. Breathing in, reach up. Exhale. Looking towards the inside of that elbow, circle it back around. So nice big breath in. Get a sense of length as well, really reach through the fingers. Stand into those 2 feet, into your feet for 2 more. Breathing in, lengthen up. Allow the ribs and the breastbone to come around. And then 1 more time, breathing in. So the arms, just have them back by the side. Again, some space there, don't feel too squished in. And shift the weight onto your right leg. So we're going to peel up the heel, ball toe, the left leg and take a wee knee fold. So a little weight shift. Now stand into that right leg and stand a little taller. And then lower down. So again, a little shift into the left foot. Peel up the right foot. Keeping that pelvis nice and level. Little knee fold. And the feet come back to hip width apart. So again, think more about your standing leg. Check you've got that tripod underneath the foot. Stand and lengthen a little more. Keep keeping that pelvis steady so you're not hiking as you come up. So it's just that little lift and lower down. So as you know, you're only taking your knee as far as you can keep neutral. So as soon as you start sloping under, the movement is no longer coming from your thigh bone, from your leg. So just be mindful with that competitive person inside of you telling you to lift it all the way. You can go as high as you can keep that neutral. So one more on the left leg. Now we're going to add into this. So keeping the right leg down this time, float up the leg, bring your right hand onto the knee, almost a bit like a rudder. Take a little bit of resistance, hand to knee, knee to hand. And then we're going to take that arm circle. So you're going to breathe in and take that little circle to the side of the arm and then bring it back down. So then stand firm into left leg, fold up the knee, hand across, inhaling, stand into that left foot, reach through those fingers as you start to look to the right, breathing out, circle around, come back. So let's go again, float up the knee, breathing in, and then exhale to rotate. Heel the foot. Ooh, stand into that supporting, ground yourself, support the thigh, and use that, as I say, that little bit of lever to start to add that rotation. So get one more time each way. Reaching up, stand tall, soften the ribs, don't let it flare. And the head just nicely pivots around. So last one with the right leg, float it up. Breath in, and then exhaling, stand tall. And then bring your feet back to centre. So take a little knee lift on the left leg and step it to the side. So we're going to do a little wide squat, sink down, and then standing into your right leg, you're going to bring it back in, just to hip width apart. So you're going to stand out, take your squat, sit bones towards the floor, and bring it in. So from the side, you're really keeping your tailbone pointing to the floor. You're not sticking it back, and we're not rounding. Tailbone down, and bring it back in. So ground both feet, even the weight as you squat down, and then step back in. So go one more of those. Squat down and bring it back in. So as you come back this time, we're going to add in your option here. You can carry on, or you can now come to that knee fold. So really connect through the right foot. Even the weight, control the way down. Stand into that right leg, 2. Press both feet evenly into the floor, 3, 2 left. So you're controlling that step. Whoop. One more. And then come up and pause here. Find your balance, stand into the right foot, point and flex the ankle. Point and dorsiflex. Connect the right foot to the floor. Good. 2. And then 1. Step out to the side again. Now this time take the feet a little bit wider and slightly turn them out. So as we take our squat now, the knees are going to track over that second toe. Try not to let them cave in. So really guide the knees out. Solid feet to the floor. Tailbone is down. From the side, we're there. We're not resting forwards. Hold on to it. Keep breathing. Relax the ribs. And then we take a little heel. Peel the foot off the floor and lower it down. So the top half stays nice and still. We're just keeping that pelvis heavy and rolling through the foot. Check where those knees are going. They don't start falling in. So we've got 4 more to go. So we've got 4, roll through the foot. 3, press down. 2. Now if you can, you've got 6 doubles, or you can carry on with your singles. Choose which feels right for you. Press the floor. Keep that sense of opposition through the crown of the head. You've got 3 left. 3. Yes. Breathe. 1 more, and then jump together. Or step the legs in. Give a little shaky outie. Oh, good stuff. So we'll do it all again with the right leg stepping out. So start with that nice knee fold of the right leg. Set yourself up with a good position in the left foot. Spread the toes. And then carefully in control, we're going to step down and bring it back in. So again, the weight is evenly into both feet. You're not leaning into that right leg. Even weight straight down. 3, 2 to go. Good, crease at the hips, sink those tailbones down towards your heels. So your option now is to take the knee lift. So the left leg gets busy as you find your balance. Even the weight as you come down, balance. Arms wherever helps you. I like to wave mine about. 2 more. Breathe it in. Stand up tall. Find that little bit more height. 1 more. Pause on the top. And then holding here, get your balance, eyes on the horizon, point and flex your ankle. Yeah, good. So just checking that you're not hiking. Both sides of the waist are long. And then step back out to the right hand side, even the weight, and take those feet a little wider. So into that nice wide squat. Knees over the second toes, tailbone down. And then left leg, we're going to roll through the foot, bring it back. Roll through the foot, bring it back. Well done. And roll. Good. And roll. Keep the upper body nice and still so there's not a shift and shift. So let's go for your 6. Double it up. 6, 5, good. Breathing. 4, keep that nice length. 3, 2, shaky, shaky. 1, jump together. Woo, give your legs a little straight out. Good stuff. So carefully, we're going to come down off the floor just for a moment into a seated position. So bring yourself onto your mat and take a long frog. So as you come down, carefully sit your bottom down and then the legs just out in front of you, not too tight, and join the soles of the feet together. So you're looking to have where the feet join, that's your centre line. So sitting up nice and tall, find those sitting bones, tailbone down. If you prefer to sit on a block or a cushion for a little bit more height, it will just take the strain off the hips if they're feeling a little bit tight. So from there, keep that nice upright position, arms out in front for a bit of bow and arrow. So we've started some rotation, so we're going to add on. So again, keep that nice into space between the ears and the shoulders. Breathe in, and we're going to do 1 long exhalation for your rotation. So really bring out all the air. So start with the breath in, draw your left elbow back, and as you start to exhale, we're looking left, draw the elbow back, draw your bow, breathe out, little reach of the front arm, exhale a little more, reach for those middle fingers, and then inhale, come all the way back to the centre. Watch about the leaning. So exhaling, we look to the right, draw your elbow back, reach forward with that left arm, exhale a little more. Inhale, sweep through the centre, fab. So keep that going, really wring the air out, bring the head, breastbone, exhale for the opposition to both arms as you sit tall, and then inhale to the centre. Keep your sit bones grounded, try not to shift the weight from side to side, so really keep your pelvis still, and that rotation is just through that thoracic spine, and through the head starts the movement. So it's like a little spiral, the head goes, then the breastbone, and you'll feel the ribs come around, and that air is wrung out. Reach and sit tall, ground your bottom, bring it in 1 more time each way, and keeping the waist long. Check you don't kind of shift from side to side. So as you're taking that rotation, I'll catch up with you. So on the last one, you're going to draw your elbow back, reach forward, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. And then inhale, bring your hands back to your side and relax the legs. Cool. So take your feet ever so slightly out in front of you. And again, toes pointing down the mat. We're not digging with the heels. Keep the toes down. You can stay on your block if you're more comfortable there. Hands can either be on the shins if you need a bit more support, otherwise float them out in front, magic hands. We'll just take a C curve. So your shoulders are going to stay on top of the hips, and we're going to flex the entire spine as you breathe in. Feel a nice sense of width through the back of the body. And then as you inhale, Sitting up nice and tall, back to your start position. So breathing in. Let the head look down to the floor. Exhale, sit nice and tall. 2 more. Shoulders move down with you. We're not hinging back just yet. And then restack. 1 more. So we're going to add a little bit of a roll back now. So you're going to breathe into your C. Start to exhale as the pelvis just glides underneath you. Find the back of the pelvis, pause, just check in, feet are still down. Once your feet wobble, that's kind of your biting point. Keep that scoop, keep that nice rounded shape. A little more if you can. Pause there, inhale. And then exhale, come through into your C shape and sit up nice and tall. So again, breathe into the C. Start to exhale, opening through the hips. Really let that tailbone slide underneath you. Lift the pubic bone if you can. Little pause. Inhale. Come all the way back through and sit up nice and tall. So we've got about 4 more if we can. So breathing in. Start that roll through the centre. Not too grippy with the legs and the bottom. Pause to inhale, let the shoulders be down. Come through the centre and sit back up. So I'll come this way as well. So you're coming in to the C. Exhale through the centre. Let the pelvis roll underneath you. Little pause, breathe in. Come back up and sit tall. So last 2. Again, if you need to pause or you need a little bit more support, have the hands on the thighs and then just slide the hands back down. Again, not too grippy. Pause. Your feet are your guide. Once they start wobbling, that's your point to pause and then come back up. So 1 more. Breathe into your C. Start to hinge back, breathing out. Open through the hips. Little pause there. Maintain it. Nice breath in. And then exhale, come all the way up and sit nice and tall. Fab. So relax the shoulders and we'll carefully come to lie down on the floor. So shuffle your bottom towards your heels, bring yourself down onto your forearms and lengthen down onto the mat. Good. And we'll just let the legs slide out. So slide both legs away and bring your one knee in towards you. Just allow the right leg to be long, support the left leg just in towards you. Again, waist stays heavy. And switch them over. Let the left leg be long, slide in the right. And again, you might feel a wee stretch in the front of that hip if it gets a bit tight. Switch them over. And switch. And then carefully bring your feet onto the mat into that relaxation position and pause there.